very good morning and welcome to Sports Recap on Hills TV. I am Memo Cynthia Asoya. Of course, Sports Recap is where we give you the stories around the world, the sporting stories. And of course, when we come back, let's go on this quick break. When we come back, we'll talk more on Sports Recap. Do stay. Welcome back from that short break, and of course I'm here with Mr. Can you introduce yourself?
I do not know where you're going to, but whichever one, Daniel or Basi. And of course it's good always talking sports, and this time around something happened yesterday.
A lot of things happened yesterday.
Did not happen.
Yes, but quickly we always start with the local scene where we saw a very sad story here to see former foreign Enyimba and Aqua United coach Maurice Coleman is dead. Of course, Coach Coleman coached other Nigerian clubs, including Enyimba, Ocean Boys, Warri Wolves, and Gombe United. He passed on age 79 in Belgium. Coleman led the defunct Ocean Boys to the Nigerian title in 2006, but was sacked in September 2006 and then rehired 2 weeks later. He managed Enyimba from October 2006 to November 2008 and received a 5-match ban in April 2008 after attacking a referee. He also ventured in Ghanaian League, where he was appointed manager of Asante Kotoko in November 2008.
I think may so rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
Would I say a manager at some point that was good with the Enyimba side, but like you said, some of his antics off the field and on the field was really a good one. But whichever way, he was one who actually came to the MPFL and did his own part, and of course left. But all we can just say is may so rest in perfect peace.
All right, the race for the Confederation of African Football CAF begins today, as CAF announced in May that qualification for 2023 African Cup of Nations AFCON to be hosted by Ivory Coast will commence today, June 1st, 2002. It came as June 1st to June 14th as FIFA free to windows for nations to play international matches, meaning that countries in the continental can hold the qualifying matches within this period. And ahead of their next week qualifiers against Lone Stars of Sierra Leone in Abuja, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will tomorrow battle 2022 World Cup bound Ecuador in an international friendly match. How do you see that match going?
It's going to be amazing. I'm looking for the backdrop that they actually lost their first game to Mexico 2-1. Some people will say the fact that it was an own goal from the vice captain, talking about Trust Ekong. But looking at the blend of the home-based players with the foreign-based player, now we just get the news that Emmanuel Dennis from Watford has joined the team. So I think we're looking forward to an amazing time with this Ecuador side. Remember, this is the first time they are meeting on our international scene. So I think these two teams are equally matched, and let's just see what Yusuf Pesero can do in the second game with the Super Eagles.
All right, then also sad one to see CAF kicks Mauritius out of the 2023 AFCON qualifiers and of course restores Sao Tome and Principe. CAF has reinstated Sao Tome and Principe in Group A of 2023 African Cup of Nations AFCON qualifiers after their appeal against Mauritius's accusation of fielding an ineligible player was validated. Consequently, Mauritius, who last month replaced Sao Tome in the Group A of the 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifying race, have been kicked out. Sao Tome and Principe were initially kicked out of the qualifiers for the after forward, and of course a valid COVID-19 test prior to that, so that was not valid.
What is it? Why is CAF confused? no, why are they confused? You kick this one out and then you instate another team.
Mauritius, yeah.
You kick them out. What is wrong with African football? Why can't we just get it right and get it? Now, we saw FIFA hitting hard on Kenya and Zimbabwe. What is going on? Now, you said this was good. Didn't you test it before you accepted them, before you reinstated them to be part of this AFCON? Didn't you go look at the process? Didn't you look at the players? Now, you're coming out after you reinstated them, that every player, every coach would have gone out to say, okay, these are the teams you are playing on, get to work with their tactics, and then you take them off. What is this confusion? Why are we doing this?
Well, CAF is a body. I think it has to do with the people in charge, talking about the player that was ineligible.
But they submitted. They submitted. Now, did CAF look at the players they submitted and say, okay, because of this player, we cannot even restate it? Because, like you said, Sao Principe
Sao Tome
and Principe were the ones who were taken off before. Now, Mauritius will look at that. Okay, say these are the other people that we can bring. Now, they submitted the document. They submitted the players first of all. Now, you looked at these players. Didn't you know that anyone was of age before you said, okay, fine, they have been confirmed? You didn't look at this process.
It was the COVID-19 test that brought out that scenario, yes. Okay. It's not like they knew.
You went ahead and first confirmed them, and then you started doing the process. Come on.
All right, still on the local scene, and our very own Victor Osimhen, Napoli has set a deadline date of July 8th for clubs interested in Victor Osimhen to come forward with their bids or forget about signing the Nigerian international. Recall that the Nigerian international scored 18 goals and registered 6 assists for Napoli in all competitions, despite missing a chunk of the season with injury. English Premier League's clubs like Manchester United, Arsenal and Newcastle are desperate to sign the 23-year-old striker, but Napoli's valuation of £110 million have been a stumbling block in the purchase of the Nigerian. According to sources, it seems that the Blue Club has established a deadline by which to receive offers for the sale of Victor Osimhen, and that will be July 8th, the start of the summer retreat.
Napoli just want to cash out. They are doing everything they could can to actually get something off Victor Osimhen. Everyone is on fire, and this is the right time for them to get what they want from this Nigerian.
Well, £110, is it not too much for Victor Osimhen?
When you get a Grealish for 100 million, come on, Victor Osimhen is worth.
Are you comparing Jack Grealish now to Victor Osimhen?
Of course. At the moment, you would want to have a Victor Osimhen than having a Jack Grealish in your team.
All right. Still on the local scene, Bundesliga giants Borussia Dortmund are the latest side to show interest as the race for the signing of Nigerian international, also Calvin Bassey, and the Rangers star has grown to become one of the most sought-after players in Europe following his impressive 2021-2022 season in the Scottish giant Rangers.
Of course, we saw what he did in the final with Frankfurt, and then being at the revelation of Rangers this season. Fantastic player. But like I always say, bringing it to the national team is a different ball game, and we've not really gotten to see that. But when it comes to the club side, Calvin Bassey is a young starlet who is doing Rangers proud, and of course a move to the English Premier League might just really not be. I'm kind of skeptical with it, but I feel at the end of the day you have to go to test yourself, and then let's see the world and let the world see what you can do. And of course, Calvin Bassey can just be that star.
Clubs like Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, and Chelsea are also looking for him. Do you see him fitting in Chelsea?
Newcastle should just be my own.
All right, still talking the locals. A lot of players also have come out to say that Nigerian forwards Victor Osimhen, Calvin Bassey, Cyril Dessers they are not yet to sign a new deal with his club in the German football league. Talking about Calvin Bassey, do you see them going further in Europe?
For me, like I said, everyone wants the big. Why do you play football? It's a career, and not just a career. It's a career to make money.
But then, when they come back to Nigeria, why do we still have this very, stumbling block to impress, just the way they impress in Europe?
It happens with other players. It happens a lot with other players. Look at the likes of Cristiano. Before the current Portuguese side, he was struggling there. Look at the likes of Lewandowski. Lionel Messi, at some point, you see him get a lot of things for Barcelona as of that year. And now, when he goes to Argentina, there's a different ball. But I do not know. But there are some players who go from the club side and still perform well on the countryside. But then you can then look at narrow it down to the chemistry of the countryside.
Still talking players in Nigeria and sales. Torino wants £10 million for Oina. Of course, Italian Serie A side Torino has set an asking price for the Nigerian Ola Oina, and of course it's £10 million. Another Nigerian.
I think the Nigerian players are in news. They're making us proud, and this is a good one to go. Talking about Aina, Torino, of course, they want to get something of him, and I want to see him back in the English Premier League.
All right, switching quickly to the international scene, starting with tennis, where shockingly Rafael Nadal, going for a 14th title, started superbly and fought off resistance for the defending champion, talking about Djokovic, to win 6-2, 4-6, 6-2, 7-6 at Roland Garros. Nadal secured victory at 1:15 a.m. local time after over 4 hours on court. The 21-time Grand Slam winner now faces third seed, as we also saw Alexander Zverev on Friday win for the semi-final. We're going to see Nadal and Alexander Zverev.
I think at this point we can now say with all confidence that Nadal is the king of clay. No doubt about that. And then the game that started in May ended in June. 4 good hours of watching tennis, and I saw it early in the hours of today. And
Yeah.
I knew everyone who saw that game waited for 4 hours and 12 minutes, did not lose sleep, and wasn't surprised with what they enjoyed yesterday.
Alexander Zverev also beat Carlos Alcaraz to reach that Paris semi-final, and continuing this quest, I'm a bit sad for Alcaraz. You know who he won
Yes.
to come to that place, and now he's off the chart.
And of course, maybe Nadal will do the revenge for him. Maybe Nadal will do the revenge for him in the semi-finals.
All right, switching it up, I'm moving away from tennis, where we go to football, the round leather game, and starting with Paris Saint-Germain as they signed Portugal international from Sporting Lisbon. Yes, the League One champion have activated an option to buy Mendes for a reported £34 million, and his new contract ties in the French club.
It's a week of transfers. And it's a season of transfers, you can just say.
We also see Tottenham sign winger on free transfer, talking about Ivan Perisic. Another nice transfer move from Tottenham also signing.
I do not know why I'm laughing. Maybe because of what I read just yesterday. Someone said he has ended his chance of winning the trophy. He was celebrating before he's coming to a club that hasn't celebrated for years. Let's just see what happens for him.
All right. And Karim Benzema named Champions League Player of the Season. Yes, Real Madrid forward Karim Benzema has been named as the Champions League Player of the Season. This one, is it worth it?
Who else? that is the word I would say. Who else, if not Karim Benzema this season?
All right. That's the much we can take on a sports recap. But before we go, who do you think will win the Ballon d'Or?
I will still say, who else? Give me a better player this season other than Karim Benzema.
All right, that's it. Karim Benzema to win the Ballon d'Or. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow. My name is Memo Cynthia Asoya.
And I am Daniel Obasi.
Thank you for watching.